Star Wars The Clone Wars is back in full swing, and I understand, yes, I am late with these reviews, but so be it. They're all going to get copyright claimed anyway, so you'll watch them whenever I have the opportunity to upload them. I'll release them as I can, but Season 7 is the final season of the entire show. If you don't quite know the backstory to what happened, production on Season 7 had already started. I mean, CG work had already begun, storylines crafted, Disney buys Star Wars, pulls the plug on Clone Wars, so we never got this proper conclusion that they had planned out. Instead, they decided to do Rebels, which I thought was okay at best. It wasn't bad, but it never reached that high level of quality that the Clone Wars had, and then they came out with Star Wars Resistance. I couldn't even finish that show. It was just way too kiddie. It wasn't something I enjoyed. Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 1, The Bad Batch, is the first one out the gate, and I am planning on reviewing each episode individually. Leave me in the comment section down below if that's something you'd like to see, because I actually like taking each episode and breaking it down in more detail. Episode 1 opens up with a summary of where we are in the Clone Wars. This season is telling the stories of the final stretch of the war, known as the Outer Rim Sieges, which are mentioned in Episode 3, the movie, leading up to, and I assume possibly crossing over, into the beginnings of Revenge of the Sith. There's been constant combat, everyone's tired of the fighting, the Republic's been getting battered, losing multiple battles, and we're taken to the planet of Anaxis, which is actually a world pulled from Legends. It was first mentioned back in a book for the Star Wars role-playing game called Coruscant and the Core Worlds. This is the first time it's been introduced in canon, and this planet's important for a couple reasons. It's one of the Republic's largest shipyards, and of course the droid armies there being commanded by Admiral Trench. He's also a returning character from previous episodes. He originally appeared like a normal, for the lack of a better word, spider alien. Then he was presumed dead, and he returned with cybernetic parts like any cool villain returned from the dead. We spend much of the beginning with the clones trying to figure out why the Republic is losing so badly. Since they're droids, they learn from every battle and they adjust their tactics, and I like this explanation. Since they're machines, it's logical that they would learn from every victory and every battle in order to anticipate future actions. So basically the droids have become YouTube now, being run by an algorithm that controls their actions.
They must know about the algorithm.
But Rex thinks that the losses they're experiencing lately are not normal. The droid army's countering strategies that are specific to his playbook that he created with another clone, Echo. And Echo's another character from a previous episode. He's one of the clones the show's been following. He was seemingly killed and he was left behind. Although as a viewer, we never actually saw a body. Rex comes to the conclusion that he could still be alive and being used to reveal their secret battle plans, which everyone else thinks is crazy.
I think Echo's alive. That's not possible. He died at the Citadel.
And this right here is what Clone Wars does the best. It humanizes the clones. In the movie, they're described as almost like droids, just mindless drones that just follow their orders. But the show takes a very different approach. The series makes them people, whereas in the movie, you just never got that. They were just CG soldiers in the background getting gunned down.
Echo, before that heavy. There's so many troopers gone. Yeah, regular folk don't understand. Sometimes in war, it's hard to be the one that survives.
And Rex's relationship to Anakin being a close friend and captain is also a very strong point to the series. Although this isn't even a character that existed when the movies were made. You can tell that Anakin's concerned about Rex's personal feelings getting in the way of his actions just by his facial expressions. Nothing even has to be said. It's a testament to the quality of the excellent animation in the show and the attention to detail. This is very clearly made by fans. It's discovered that the Separatists have a cyber center, an outpost that was receiving that algorithm, YouTube headquarters, so the decision was made to attack it, with Commander Cody and Rex working alongside another squad. And the squad that they're taking on the mission is a badass group of clones introduced in this season that have a 100% success rate, called Experimental Unit Clone Force 99.
They call themselves the Bad Batch.
Cavalry has arrived!
Let me be clear, these characters need a video game of their own in the style of Republic Commando. They are awesome. What makes them so different is that they have genetic mutations, hence the name Clone Force 99, inspired by 99, a clone from earlier in the series that was genetically malformed, so he was made a janitor, but he did ended up dying as a hero. I thought Delta Squad was cool. They still are, but these guys are awesome. Clone Force 99 call themselves the Bad Batch, but their genetic mutations, however, make them better soldiers. This new clone unit is comprised of Crosshair, the marksman of the group. His genetic mutation makes him an insanely good sniper that won't miss when you need him the most. Tech is the technician, the genius of the group, and his mutation makes him incredibly smart, so he's in tune with all forms of technology very quickly. Wrecker's the Hulk of the team. He's the big, unnaturally strong one. He's hot-headed, and his strength is on full display when they crash later on, and Cody's stuck under the ship. Instead of pulling him out from underneath, he just lifts the entire thing up. It's crazy. And finally, the leader of the team, my favorite one, is Hunter. He probably has the most unique mutation. He can detect electromagnetic waves in the ground, clearly a huge benefit when your enemy is a bunch of machines. And there is a 1000% chance that he was inspired by Rambo. I will fight anyone that thinks otherwise. You're wrong. The red bandana, the hair, there's no way that's not on purpose. And he has a cool face tattoo also with a half skull. And mixing regular clone troopers with mutated ones, of course, means they all get along perfectly, right? Of course not. As expected, they keep getting into arguments that have to be squashed by Hunter. Once the main problem in the episode is identified and the new characters are introduced, it's action almost right away. A huge group of droids come after them after they crash, and Clone Force 99 displays their prowess in battle. They just run straight for it, with Wrecker holding a shield. The rest of them are shooting forward. One's throwing a grenade in the air, the other's marking the location, another one shoots it. Move forward, rinse, repeat. It was awesome, and each clone has a different looking fighting style too. Hunter gets up close and slashes away with his knife. Wrecker's the more Juggernaut style tank character that rams in with his bodily strength. It's an animated series, and the fight choreography is so good in the first episode, showing the clones working together as a team using combat strategies so effective that Trench thought a Jedi was with them.
Were there Jedi with this squad?
Just clones, but using tactics like we have never seen before.
Interesting.
Again, I must declare, give me Republic Commando Clone Force 99 the video game. Once they get near the end of the episode, it does leave viewers on a bit of a cliffhanger once they discover that the algorithm's not really an algorithm. Seems Rex was right, since the signal's a live signal coming from another planet that almost sounds human.
CT-1409. CT-1409.
I don't believe it.
CT-1409.
We're gone. Rex, let's go.
Overall, The Bad Batch is a great starting point for the final season. It feels like they just picked right back up. It doesn't feel like it's a whole new show. And that's exactly what I wanted it to feel like, a continuation. I think I've watched this episode like 10 times already, and I'm hoping that the rest of the episodes in the final season match the quality of the first one, so we can get a finale that ends conclusively on a high note. Stay tuned on my review on episode 2 sometime. Leave me a comment down below telling me your thoughts on Clone Force 99. Do you like them as much as I did, and do you want Star Wars Republic Commando Clone Force 99? The right answer is yes. I'll catch you guys later.
Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.